following program is brought to you in living color on NBC by Ford.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Ford Show.
I'm sorry I can't talk anymore. The Ford Show is coming on.
Starring
Come on in and watch it with me. What do you mean you don't have time? I've got time.
Tennessee Ernie Ford. You're ahead in a Ford all the way.
I came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. It rained all night the day I left, the weather it was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Boom, 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 boom.
I soon will be in New Orleans, and then I'll look around. And when I find Susanna, I will fall upon the ground. But if I do not find her, I'd surely know I'll die. And when I'm dead and buried, Susanna, don't you cry.
Oh, Susanna,
Oh, don't you cry for me.
I've come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
Camptown ladies sing this song.
Do-da, do-da,
The Camptown racetrack's 5 miles long.
oh, do-da day. I come down there with my hat caved in. Do-da, do-da, I go back home with a pocket full of tin. Oh, do-da day. One ride all night, one ride all day. I bet my money on the bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bay.
Thank you very much. Oh, you're very nice. Well, you're very nice. Thank you for such a wonderful welcome, and we're glad you could drop by. And you folks there at home, thank you. How are you? You know, I was just thinking, we're all very proud of the great speeches that our new president has been making in this past week. Yeah. But, sir. But in some places, I don't know if you know this, in some places like England, they're having a little trouble understanding him. Now, it seems that President Kennedy has a slight accent. Well, I do too. His is from Boston, but mine's from a little south of Boston. But a fellow by the name of Mr. Frank B. Gilbreth, a writer for Life magazine's international issue, he wrote this article. I got it here, and from the paper. Wrote this article to help people understand our president. Now, I'd like to read it to you, and also with the blackboard here, so that you can better understand also. All right, here. We'll start right here. Chatter. I'll read it. Chatter. A document stating principles such as the United Nations Charter. Now, wait. Orifice. Where you work. Also in sense of aspiring to high orifice. Take one here. Bah. A mahogany-topped brass rail counter where refreshments are served. Yeah. Bah. Now, where I come from, that means the sheep are hungry. Here's one. Data. Female child. Nixon has 2, Kennedy's got 1. It'd be nice if someday my boy could dance with President Kennedy's dada, wouldn't it be? Now, here's one. Opposite of top. I will stand by our platform from top to bottom. We got one here then. Candy. The President of the United States, John Fitzgerald Candy. And then, am I getting too low? Can you still pick it up all right? Patty. The President is the head of the Democratic Party. Okay. And one more I want you to see. O-D-D-L-Y. Mr. Stevenson's first name. Well, I hope that now, that little demonstration, and our thanks to the gentleman who wrote this, that you can now understand better how our president speaks. And now the top 20 has an unusual treat for you. They're going to do their impression of a symphony orchestra using their voices as the various musical instruments. That's very difficult because, technically speaking, the stimulation or the simulation of string, woodwind, or percussion instrumentation by the human larynx can result in cacophonous dissonance, achieving the atonal instead of the tonal. I read that in a book called Music Appreciation by Leonard Bernstein. Of course, first I had to read a book called How to Appreciate My Book on Music Appreciation by Leonard Bernstein. And now we're ready, so will our beloved maestro, Harry Geller, please take the podium. I'll tell you, the versatility of the top 20 knows no bounds. Thank you, kids. That was wonderful. And thank you, Harry. Now that we're alone, I thought maybe I'd just pull up a stool and we could talk a spell. For some time now, we've been telling you how the 1961 Ford goes 30,000 miles between chassis lubrications.
3-0-0-0-0.
Well, hello there. The reason the 61 Ford can travel so far without a grease job is its sealed-in lubrication system. Tell us again, how many miles the 61 Ford will go without a lube job?
3-0-0-0-0.
Oh. Oh? What's the extra O for?
Because only Ford manufactures a car in the low-price field that goes 30,000 miles between chassis lubrications.
You're absolutely right. And after that, all it takes is about 20 minutes and $4, and your Ford dealer will lubricate it for another 30,000 miles.
$4.20 minutes.
Yep. That's all it takes to lubricate your Ford for a second 30,000 miles.
3-0-0-0-0.
Now what's the extra O for?
because we want you to go over and show us the 61 Ford.
All righty, I will. And I'll tell the folks that they ought to see their Ford dealer and take a ride in the 61 Ford, the car that's beautifully built to take care of itself. When you do, then you know why we say you're ahead in a Ford all the way. Thank you. Well, we've got a real treat for you tonight. Every once in a while, somebody comes along in show business that's a real natural and knocks the public on its ear. Our guest tonight did just that. She's a Decca recording star. She's been a hit on television. She's made sensational personal appearances on 3 continents. And the remarkable thing about it is, she's only 16 years old. Here she is, the charming little Miss Brenda Lee.
I'm learning about love. Got the book of myself. I got the moon and stars just to be my guide. But if you just walk in a loving way, baby, love to the break of day. I'm learning about love. Put your hand in mine. We'll learn about love, but to the end of time. Well, if you just walk so in a loving way, baby, love to the break of day.
Lesson 1,
Hold me tight,
Lesson 2,
lips stay close to mine.
Lesson 3,
Study as you go,
Lesson 4.
you'll be mine. I'm learning about love. Put your hand in mine. I will learn about love, but to the end of time. But if you just walk, talk in a loving way, baby, love to the break of day.
Lesson 1,
Hold me tight,
Lesson 2,
lips stay close to mine.
Lesson 3,
Study as you go,
Lesson 4.
you'll be mine. I'm learning about love. Put your hand in mine. I will learn about love, but to the end of time. But if you just walk so in a loving way, baby, love to the break of day. Oh, give me that love, love, love. I want love, love, love. I want love, love, love. Just give me that love, love, love. I'm learning about love.
I tell you, Brenda, that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Goodness
Thank you very
gracious
much.
alive, you just explode. That's great. And here, what amazes me, here you are, you've got all the assurance and pause of a seasoned performer, and you're only 16 years old.
Well, you know, Mr. Ford, I've been at this sort of thing quite a long time.
Oh?
And I made my first personal appearance when I was 6 years old.
6?
Mhm.
My goodness. When I was 6, I made my first public appearance in the family bathtub on Saturday night. Had a big crowd, though. Big crowd. You ready to do our little scene together?
You really think we should now?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, yeah, I've been practicing all week, and I've been to every soda fountain in town, and I've taken an advanced course on soda jerking, and would you go get ready for your entrance, and I'll go back here?
Yeah,
all right. Okay. Well, been a long day. I guess I better get ready to close up, I reckon. Boy, sure been busy. Oh, I had banana left over from a split. Yeah. Well, we can keep that little dude till tomorrow, I guess. That'll work out till tomorrow, I think. That's fine right there. Hello, Brenda.
Hi, Joe.
Oh, wait a minute, Brenda. Yeah, here. I've got to get another stool for you. Here. There you are. You want the usual?
No, make it a double.
A double? Well, you sure you can handle it?
Yeah, I can handle it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, but now I want you to be careful going home on your bicycle. Now, you look a little down in the mouth. Is something bugging you?
It's 3:15. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story that you ought to know.
Bad day at school, huh?
We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode.
Are you sure you can handle a double?
Yeah, I can handle it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So make it one for my baby and one more for the road.
Are you sure you want a double, Brenda? Well, I'll put on a little tutti frutti then.
I've got the routine.
You're really hooked on this stuff, ain't you, kid?
So put another nickel in the machine. I'm feeling so bad.
Well, you might as well tell me about it.
I wish you'd make the music dreamy and sad.
Sure you want a double?
Could tell you a lot, but you've got to be true to your code.
Give it a little more tutti frutti, kid. You'll be all right.
Make it one for my baby.
I'll put in some chopped nuts on the house.
And one more for the road.
More trouble?
You never know it, but Joe, I'm sort of a poet, and I've got a lot of things to say.
Well, I've had trouble today. I had 8 pounds of egg salad go sour on me. Did you know that?
When I'm gloomy, you simply gotta listen to me until things are tucked away.
Well, if you can't tell your soda jerk, who you gonna tell?
Well, that's how it goes.
You sure you want a double?
And Joe, I know you're getting.
Kids in their double.
So thanks for the cheer.
Make it a double. Make it a double.
I hope you didn't mind my being
Nah, who else are you gonna tell?
These thoughts that I have
You sure you want a double?
must be drowned or it soon will explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road.
Don't you worry about it, kid. We'll drown it in whipped cream, don't you?
Long, long road.
Might as well forget him, kid. Down the hatch. You wanted a double.
Eddie!
Hi.
Hi. Bye, Joe.
Well, through your teeth and over your gums, look out, stomach, here she comes. Brenda Lee, ladies and gentlemen. You're just wonderful. back soon. Ain't she wonderful?
Where folks are having fun, there's very often a Ford station wagon nearby. Take this happy wagon load. They're enjoying the fun of being fashionable in a new country Squire. You can tell it's a Ford because only Ford in its field offers this body style. And only Ford in its field makes 9-passenger wagons with all seats facing forward. More fun. The fun of being in the swim with a thrifty Ford ranch wagon, America's lowest priced full-size wagon. The opening is wider for easier loading. And check this, a new roll-down rear window. And like all 61 Fords, the ranch wagon is beautifully built to take care of itself. It's fun to have money to have fun with, and that's what you'll have with a Falcon wagon. It sells for the low Falcon price. And well, you won't fuel it with an eyedropper, but you will go up to 30 miles on a gallon. And inside, the longest load space of any compact wagon. Start having fun, spelled with a capital Ford, in a Ford station wagon. The man to see is your Ford dealer.
For our hymn tonight, we have picked an old favorite that seems to be a favorite the entire world over. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. But I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross, and exchange it someday for a cross. Thank you very much. That about closes the malt shop for tonight. Our thanks to Miss Brenda Lee for such a delightful visit. Don't forget, we'll be back next week with a special show for you. Until then, don't forget to drop in and see your Ford dealer. He's got a stall full of goodies. Good night, and bless your little pea-picking heart.
The Ford Show is presented by Ford, the only manufacturer to offer a low-priced car that'll go 30,000 miles without a chassis lubrication. The 1961 Ford, beautifully built to take care of itself.
You're ahead in a Ford all the way.
A young lad rebels to save his wounded fawn on the Shirley Temple Show in color Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, 6 Central Time on NBC.